Oh, hi. Yeah, great to see you. Yep, please come in. Yeah, have a seat. Yeah, just have a seat. Yeah, it's good to see you again. Yeah, thanks for coming in today for this interview, for our records. Yeah, it's for, basically just for, a mental health check-in. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, we've done this before. I'm pretty sure you remember it from the last time, but basically I'm going to be reading you a few questions from my clipboard here, and I'd like you to answer them as fully and deeply as you can. And of course, I'll be taking a few notes with my trusty clipboard here. So again, just remember, be as honest and open and as thorough as you can, really, in answering them. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No. I understand perfectly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we've done it before. Perhaps I didn't really explain it thoroughly the other time, but the purpose of the questionnaire is, it can sometimes really be kind of hard to know if we're okay or not. The world is getting, increasingly busier all the time. People have more and more going on, and sometimes it's just kind of hard to identify if you're feeling, 100% or not. And so we just find that asking these questions just kind of helps to focus people's minds a little bit and helps them, think a little bit more deeply about how they're feeling and what's going on. Yeah. No, okay, of course. No, of course. Just ask as many questions as you like as we go along. Yeah. It's supposed to be a dialogue, not, just a one-sided thing. We're really just, think of it like we're just having a conversation. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can get started then. Yeah. So, so are you comfortable? Yeah, absolutely. Just be comfortable. You can even put your feet up or lie down, really whatever you wish. Yeah. Okay, so first question is, can you just basically describe to me, kind of generally, how you've been feeling lately? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So would you say, have you been bothered by feeling down or depressed or even a bit hopeless? Hmm. Yeah. Okay, now when would you say that you particularly notice that? Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, so perhaps maybe you've also been bothered by, say, trouble falling to sleep or staying asleep, or maybe you've even been sleeping too much. How would you kind of characterize that? Hmm. Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, what would you say you've kind of experienced insomnia every night then? Hmm. Okay. So I guess then during the day you would kind of be troubled by feeling tired or like you've had a lack of energy. Mm, yeah. Oh, okay. So again, with being tired and like constantly fatigued like this, I guess the next question would be then, have you had trouble like with concentrating? Have you been bothered by trying to concentrate on things like even everyday things like say reading a book or watching the TV? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay. hmm Yeah. Yeah. And then would you say you've had this loss of energy almost every day then? Okay. So do you notice it on particular days? Okay. Is there any particular habit that you're doing on the weekend that maybe is related to that you can think of? Mm, okay. Well, I like to game too. I mean, who doesn't? Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on then from like the questions about energy now to moving on with appetite and some of those other things. Okay, so would you say have you been bothered by either a poor appetite by not feeling hungry at all, or conversely, maybe you've been hungrier than usual? Mm, okay. And then what particular kinds of foods do you find that you're craving during those times? Mm, yeah, yeah. So kind of the carbohydrate, high sugary snacks and things like that. Yeah. No, no. I totally understand. It's very, very common. Okay. Now, would you say then that you've maybe also had, for example, some some unexplained physical problems like maybe some aches or pains that are new to you? Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Can you point that out to me? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, right there. Is that pretty much every day then? Hmm. Okay. Now, talking about physical problems and so on, have you noticed maybe that you've been moving around or maybe even speaking a little more slowly than usual, or maybe even speaking more loudly than usual? Or maybe even it's the opposite. It's the opposite for some people. They get restless and they feel fidgety all the time and so they move around a lot more. hmm Okay. Yeah, no, I know. It's strange. You can have a total lack of energy and yet feel restless. Yes. Yeah. No, it does happen. Certainly. Okay. So would you say that you've been so bothered by being restless that it's kind of hard for you to sit still? Mm, okay, so sometimes that happens also. Now, with the restlessness, then, do you notice any kind of well, let's say like repetitive movements where maybe some people like bob their knee up and down like that, or some people tap or they pace back and forth, just kind of repetitive movements. Okay, okay. Now with that, with the restlessness and so on, Sometimes, it may seem a little bit obvious, but when we're running on lack of sleep and we have a lot going on, it can be easier to, feel a little more easily annoyed with people or become a little bit irritable or grouchy. Have you noticed anything like that? Hmm. Okay. Okay, now, right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, would you say then that you've had any kind of just general problems with relaxing? Mm, okay, 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 okay. Well, let's go on then. Okay, okay. Now, would you say that it sometimes happens with people? Again, it's due to lack of sleep and kind of how our brains perceive things. Would you say that you've had like premonitions, or sometimes people describe it as a feeling of foreboding, like, like something bad might happen to you or somebody that you love? Mm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, would you say then that you've been feeling nervous or on edge? Mm. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for telling me. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, would you say then that you're worrying about a lot of different things, or is your mind just kind of focused on one particular thing that maybe might have happened? Mm. Okay. Okay. So, with that, then, I have a few other questions I'll ask you about worrying and or these kind of unwanted thoughts that a person can get. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, would you say, have you been worried about your health at all? Your general health and well-being? Okay. Okay. Good. Would you say, have you been worried about your weight or your appearance in any way? Mm, okay. So can you tell me a bit more about that? When particularly does that happen? Mm. Oh, no, no, of course. If you're around home, I mean, of course people can have those kind of feelings, but yeah, normally much more pronounced if you're going to be around other people. Yes, yes. Oh, okay, I see. And there were a lot of people there. Yeah. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Thanks. Okay, so the next thing, worrying and kind of maybe general feelings of being irritable, lack of sleep. It can sometimes unfortunately cause some, problems with relationships too. No, I mean, I don't mean a romantic relationship necessarily. It can even affect friendships, relationships with family members. Have you had any of those sorts of difficulties? Mm, okay. Oh, okay. So I see. Sounds then like it's just really only one person that this is happening with. Okay, yeah. Is that safe to say? Mm, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, no, no. I see what you mean, Yeah, sometimes these things, I mean, if the truth be told, it's not really a question of a person's mental health. Um, Sometimes we just don't get along with people. We don't click. We don't have that chemistry, or however you want to describe it. People have vastly different personalities, and everybody has particular people that they just kind of feel in sync with. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe it's just this one particular person. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of coping with that, then, I mean, you kind of just have to ask yourself, is this a relationship I want to continue? Because, of course, not every friendship we have to continue, right? Or perhaps limit your time with the person. Hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm. Well, again, I think you'll find that really everybody tells those little kind of white lies from time to time, you know, really just to, say avoid hurting somebody else's feelings. It's not a bad thing. That the point is, we all have to take care of ourselves. The old expression, you're only accountable for yourself. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Okay. Now, are you in a position where you have to care for any family members? I, I remember you saying no to this last time, but I mean, people's circumstances can change. All your family members well? Okay. So nobody under a doctor's long-term care then? Okay. Okay, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. The next one may be a big one. Have you had any stress at work or outside of the home? Mm. Okay, well that sounds like kind of a big project then. Yeah. Hmm. I assume you're operating with some sort of deadline for that. A lot of stress, and pressure trying to get that done. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then they've structured it that if you succeed in getting it done by the deadline, you actually get a bonus. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll note that down because yeah, that really really ramps up the stress. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So well, maybe on the next question, we're all right then. Would you say you have any financial problems or worries about money right now? I mean, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good at least. Okay. Now the next question. It really relates to your support system and the people around you, people you feel like you're in touch with and can communicate with. Hmm. So, would you say you have a good support system right now? That you have people, that you can turn to when you feel like you need an ear to listen, that sort of thing. Hmm. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Hmm. 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 Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. No, no. I know what you mean. Again, a lot of people comment on that. You might have a lot of people that you consider friends, but a friend of mine used to call it, the 3 in the morning friend. That that's really the true friend, the one you can call it at 3 in the morning if you needed to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. It's far harder to get those kind of really deep, meaningful connections. But I mean, overall, would you say you feel supported though? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Now, again, the last question may be a big one, may be a bit triggering, but has anything bad happened to you lately? Have you had any major life changes? Oh, oh, oh my goodness, no, I was not aware of that. No, 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 that wasn't anywhere in the note. Oh no, that happened since I saw you last. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, please, please. Oh, look. No, no, honestly, I'm not gonna tell you don't cry. Yeah, please. Because, it can be so good just to get in touch with your feeling and to let the emotion out. No, please, no apologies necessary at all. Please, just take a moment. Really. Yeah, that's a big one. That is a big one. Yeah, yeah. Would you like to talk about that a bit further? That really is, kind of a major life event. Yeah. hmm Yeah. hmm Yeah. 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 Okay. So, do you feel like you've had any thoughts then, or plans going forward on how you might deal with this? We've talked about, some of the cognitive behavioral things you can do, to kind of challenge some of the negative thoughts you can have, you know. Yeah. No, I appreciate that it's a very difficult situation. Yes. Yeah, oh, totally. Totally. Now, okay, if you don't mind, we'll move on then. Okay. No, if you, the doctor will call you after she's had a look at this questionnaire, but yeah, you may want to have counseling, to deal with that trauma. Yeah. Again, I'm just so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Okay, well, now, okay, yeah. So we don't have too many more questions left. Yeah. Are you okay to go on? Okay, yeah. No, you can just put your tissues in the waste paper basket over there. That's fine. That's just fine. Do you need any more? Okay. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so you're good to go on. Okay. Now, the last few questions are about anxiety, panic attacks, that sort of thing. Okay. Now, I know that in the past that you haven't really suffered from panic attacks, but have you had any kind of feelings of anxiety, like really high anxiety or panic attacks lately? Yeah, right. So it's mostly just feeling kind of low and sad about that thing that happened. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, would you say that with this happening that it's had any impact on, let's say your ability to, to think clearly or express yourself clearly or concentrate? Okay. So that does happen sometimes. When would you say that's happening? Okay, so more so on the weekend. And is there any activity that you do on the weekend that might be connected with that? Oh yeah, I see. Well, no, I wouldn't give that up if it's something you enjoy doing. Just you maybe want to talk to one of my colleagues about how you can manage that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So, would you say you've been feeling bad about yourself? The next question is really one about self-esteem. Yeah, do you feel bad about yourself, or do you feel that you've let your family down, or let yourself down even, or have any feelings of failure? Oh, please, please. Oh, no, no, please. Just go ahead. Get it out. Get it out. There you go. No, just let it out. Just let it out. No, I understand. No, I know these questions can be very triggering for some people. Yeah, yeah. So, would you say you're feeling that most of the time now, or just some days? Hmm. Okay. Any other negative feelings that you've had associated with that? Hmm. Okay. No, no. Again, that may be something that you want to explore with one of my colleagues in counseling. Yeah, yeah. I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just really just yeah. I see we've just got really a couple more questions here left. Okay. Yeah. So with us being mental health professionals, these last two questions are kind of heavy now, but with our professional responsibility, it's something we have to ask. And yeah, and I do apologize if it's triggering. Okay. So, would you say that have you had any suicidal thoughts, or have you attempted to harm yourself? Okay. Okay, well, that is very good. That is very good. Okay. Now, well, okay, so you do feel like you're stronger than before in that regard. What do you think you would, attribute that to? Okay. Okay, so some positives too there, I guess. Then, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we've talked about a few different things today. Um, really good to have a talk with you again and see how things are going. But of the things we've talked about, I know you've had the one big life event, um, and a few other smaller things. But last question is basically these things that we've talked about. How much do you feel like they've impacted on say your work, or taking care of things at home, or getting along with other people? Oh no, well we can leave the one relationship out. Yeah, that we were talking about before. Just is there anyone else? Okay. And are you getting things done at home, housework, and the usual, you know, tedium and drudgery, that's associated with domestic life? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the low energy level can definitely affect that sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And yes, I have noted that at work about the project that you have coming up. Okay. Yeah. No. No. Absolutely. I'll explain that a bit further here if you just give me a moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll note that too. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, that's really the end of the check-in for today. Is there anything else at all that you'd like to talk about? Oh, I see. Right. Okay, I'll just make one more small note of that. Okay. No, again, I think that's probably associated with the stress you've had from this recent trauma, and then of course the pressure at work is making that mount. But I'm not really qualified to give an opinion. You really will need to speak with the doctor about that and the counselor. Yeah. I just take these notes and then I get them in the computer so my colleagues can look at them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, it was wonderful to see you again today. Really great. So if you would just, on your way out, then, if you would just check in at the desk, you'll need to make an appointment then with the doctor. If she recommends counseling, then you can make an appointment with the counselor after that. And as for me and the check-ins, we're doing this about every 6 months now. So when you make the doctor's appointment on the way out, if you'd also make an appointment with me then for 6 months, that'd be great. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Great. Well, thanks so much. Thanks again for coming in, and do take care. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Bye for now then. Take care.